How do we release the golf club correctly in the swing? This is a question we get asked all the time, and it's really important to maximize speed and consistency. And what you're about to watch is a lesson with Jason, who was struggling with inconsistent strikes with his irons, leaking them out to the right. And we worked on his release. We worked on, first of all, one simple grip change that is huge, but then we worked on his golf swing and just showed him one simple move that helped him with the release. Turns his slices into draws in no time at all. So if you struggle with that, this video is really going to help you. Let's get into the lesson. Okay, Jason, we've got some good news first of all before we actually get into the video. You do a lot of things really, really well.
Thank you.
So I think it's so important to acknowledge the things that you do well as a golfer, because most of the time we're just always worried about what's going wrong with my arms, my body. Your body motion is fantastic. Your setup, you're perfectly balanced, but we're still losing a lot of shots to the right, which is what we're going to check today. So let's have a look at the golf swing first of all and break it down. So down the line, what we'll see is you swing the golf club back pretty much close to plane. Really lovely position of the arms and the face at the top. But we see on the way down that the club tends to go over the top of the plane and then swing across. This means your average club path is 7.4 to the left from flight scope. But that's not the main issue here. When we look from the front on, what we can see through the golf ball is we can see that this strike was a bit off the toe, but we then sort of see the arms bunch up through the shot a little bit here. And your average face to path is 10.7 to the right. This means that your club face is extremely open, and all your shots, as we've seen from the results here, everything's missing to the right. So the number one thing that we need to do today is change your club face to path, and if we do that, you're going to hit the golf ball further, more consistent, as you said you wanted at the start, which we all do. But I really think we're going to see some big changes. But there's going to be 3 stages to this. 2 things with the club face potentially, and then we're going to look at how we can improve the path. But the number one thing first of all is we're going to take a look at the grip. So if you just jump in for us there, and what we're going to do is, if you take your normal setup for me, and this is really important to see here, because when we look at Jason's grip from the front on, we get told that we should be able to see 2 knuckles and the V pointing up to the right shoulder. Well, he's doing that.
It's a perfect, what I call mirror grip. If you're checking that in the mirror, it looks perfect.
It looks really nice, but we're actually going to go a little deeper into how you're holding the grip. So if you come around the back, Piers, I want to show you this from around the back. You stay there for us, Jason. Perfect. Okay, take this right hand off for me. Okay, now if you open up your hand for me now, all the way open. Now notice where this is positioned in his hand. It's positioned in the palm. Now when it's positioned in the palm, this is what's called a little weak. It's going to actually add to the shot that goes to the right. We are going to today place it. Close your hand for me now. Okay, what does that feel like?
More comfortable.
More comfortable.
Wow.
Okay, good.
That's a good answer.
Straight away now we've got it more in the fingers, in the hand, but straight away your club face now will want to be a little bit more square through the ball.
Okay.
So appearances from the front, I've got my 2 knuckles, but actually where it is in relation to the hand was a little out. So what I actually want to do, because you don't wear a glove.
I don't.
But I think it will be good, because we've got this glove here, the training glove, and I think having this is going to be a great guide for you, so slip that on for me. It's a good job I've got your size today as well. So when you can see the blue lines on the fingers here, this is where we're going to place it. Normally we get it too much through here. If you just place your left hand out for me, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this and place that club face nice and square. And now all I want you to do is close your hand on top for me.
Let's have a look at that, Andy, now. Maybe we'll open up the hand, maybe. Just have a quick look at that so we can see that again.
If you open up the hand for me now, we can see that it's more underneath this part. Normally it's up here.
Mm-hmm.
What we're actually doing is just dropping it a little lower. And now close your hand for me now. Now we're in a great spot. But what I'm looking to see from this on the first couple of shots is, all I really care about is, does this change the face to path relationship? My guess is it will do a little bit, but there's one more thing that we're going to add in after this.
Okay.
So let's hit a few shots. What we'll make sure that we do after each shot that you hit, let go through a routine, and then go from there. Okay. Okay, hit me one more, because the first 2 shots have gone right, which means that's okay. We're just now going to really attack the next part of the golf swing. Really, really nice. Probably the best shot you've hit so far, yeah?
Well, that was slightly different.
Better.
Best shot you've hit so
What's
far.
that from a number, Andy, of the face to path on that one? It's still going to be a little bit open, but...
Face to path was 1.8. And that's where I remember we said, the lower the face to path relationship, the less curved they're going to be. Hit me one more.
Whoa.
Oh.
I mean...
Now, just quickly, first
Got to be like
first
10
shot
yards
you've hit
further.
with the opposite curve.
And I don't normally do that.
No, you don't normally do that. Let's get into the next thing. So the first thing that we've done is grip. Second thing, you mentioned it before we sort of went on with the cameras on as well. Jason, you said, oh, my coach is trying to get me to release the club. What does that, actually you jump on there, what does that mean to you? Tell me what release of the club means for you.
For me, it's when I'm coming through, having the club head, the toe, I guess, point up when I finish.
Okay, how do we release the club? How do we do that? So that's the question for you, and this sounds like a crazy question. How do we release the club?
I was hoping you would let me know.
How do you do it? How do you do that? How do you get that
release
toe
the
up?
club?
I try to keep my wrists loose. I notice that when I do grip really tight, I can't release the club.
Okay.
And when I do release, I guess the top of my hand face the sky.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Good. So let's get clear. This is really going to help you today. So it's like, you know that you need to release it, but you're not quite doing it as good as you could. So let's today get you doing that as good as you could. Now, one thing that I see that you were demonstrating when you're doing this was this. Now, the issue with this is that's almost probably a little too soft or flippy.
Okay.
So if I do this, watch, my club is still releasing here, but can you see how I'm not flippy with the wrists?
Yes.
See how both arms are more extended. Now when you were doing it here, we were more sort of flippy here. So what I want you to do, and this is how we're going to do it, is that this is a great way to think about the release. If here's my left hand, what we're going to do is we're going to get the hand to work this way. So this left hand here, or we can go right hand, we can go a combination of both, is we're going to get them to work this way and this way. Not, this isn't necessarily release, that's a flip. We're actually going to get them to move this way. So if you swap places with us, let's get you, if I take the club away, we'll go left hand first.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do with this left hand is as you swing through, we're going to allow that to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so really feeling that this happens here. And you may feel that it's in the left hand, or if you go right hand for us, you may feel that it's just with the right hand. But if we combine those together, we're not getting flippy this way, but we're still getting the element of closing the club face.
So not this, but that.
That's it, yeah. So if you take your hands on the club. This is so important for his club face now. So all I'd like you to do with me on this one, soft hands, just allow yourself just to, there you go. Perfect. So we've allowed everything to turn still, but now we've got the club face closing, which is good. But we haven't sort of done this, which is good, which is really sort of flippy.
Okay.
Best thing that we're going to do now is we're just going to actually get you to hit some shots doing that. So let me swap places with you. So we're going to get you to hit a few shots where you go back. And you're going to swing through to here. And what we want to see is that both arms are nicely extended and the toe of the club is more pointing up, or even a little more. So I'll exaggerate a soft shot here. Got my 6-iron. Okay, have a look at the club here. Arms are pretty extended, the toe of the club is up in the air. I want you to be able to stop it. It doesn't matter from this really how far the ball goes. You can even hit softer ones like this.
Okay.
Where that ball you can see is sort of working from right to left. Okay, let's have a couple of shots doing this. Lovely. And all I want you to do is when you've hit a shot like you did then, that was perfect, hold your finish and just sort of evaluate.
Okay.
Was the toe up in the air? Were the arms comfortably straight? Okay, have a look at the shot.
Yeah, really good. Nice.
Dead straight, pretty
Straight.
much. Yeah. Okay, very nice.
Really nice.
Tiny little fade. So all I would just encourage is if that ball still works a little to that way, which it was, let's just feel a little more. Yeah.
More close.
Let me come in and do a rehearsal with you. Okay. Good. What was nice sort of when I'm here or Piers is here, you've got feedback, and then we sort of just continue to move you more towards where we need to be. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, brilliant.
So me enhancing the feeling now, all of a sudden he goes more, which is perfect. Because as we go in, when we get you into a full swing, that feeling wears off a little bit.
Okay.
It's interesting. You watched.
Beautiful. You're starting to gain some confidence in the motion now and add a bit of speed
Yeah.
in. See the difference? Okay, so the good thing is now when you hit that shot there, that leaks right, you know that the face just wasn't closing enough through the ball, so you go right straight after that one, especially like 1-2 rehearsals, really exaggerating it, and then you repeat.
This is really
It looks
important.
really good.
If you hit one to the right and you're trying to hit it to the left, do not hit another shot straight away. Get those rehearsals in. Andy's obviously accentuating the feeling now. Use an impact bag if you've got one. This is what you need. You need to exaggerate and then go back into the shot.
There you go. Again,
I mean,
nice
the
little draw.
quality of that golf shot is crazy.
So now what we're going to get into, Jason, is that now we've got the feeling of what the club face is closing through the shorter swing. Now let's put it into a full motion. So everything the same on the way back. Now we're going to just but put this into a full motion here. And this, sometimes now you might hit a shot and sort of go and then carry on, but let's blend it in there. So let's have a few swings now where you put that into a full swing. This is where we're going to see a big difference now in terms of the speed, the direction. It's always a little harder, but we should see a big difference now. Soft hands, so back, through, soft hands all the way through for me now, soft arms. I want you to relax these arms, there you go. Feel the difference there, yeah? Ready?
Yes.
Here endeth the lesson.
Okay. What was that like?
Felt better, smooth.
I mean, there's full swing, you've hit a draw on the first full swings that you've hit, brilliant, love that. So all I want to do now is, I love the motion, we've created the desired result. I think you're going at 60% speed here. I want to see you like just relax and free up and let's just let some speed come out. So one of the things that Jason mentioned earlier, you mentioned that you'll sometimes try and slow things down to control things. What I want to do now is I want to reverse that. I want you to speed it up with the same feelings and see what we get. You're almost smiling
Nice,
there.
very nice.
There's almost a smile
Almost,
there.
but not quite.
Beautiful.
There it is.
I mean, that was really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, very nice.
I mean, the ball flight is just totally different to what it was 40 minutes ago.
Complete opposite.
Complete opposite to 40 minutes ago.
Okay, Jason, let's have a look at the just difference in the numbers. Let me just tell you the difference. So at the start of the session, we said that your club path was 7.4 average left. With the face to path, this was the biggest number, 10.7 to the right. On those last few shots, your average club path is now 3.4 left. Face to path now is 1.6 left, which means you've gone from 10.6 right to 1.6 left. Amazing word there, Jason. Look, now, if you enjoyed that and you want to see more of our coaching, make sure you head over to meandmygolf.com or download the app. Or if you want to see me and Pierce take on 3-time major champion Padraig Harrington, click here, LACC, head to head. Who wins? Find out.